They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
This defense for the Niners, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? And the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll find Williams on the slant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend, because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there, because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3 yards remain for second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, 49ers! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 195 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Finding room to the 20. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have broken the tie. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On play action, they'll throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're numbered.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2. They'll roll him out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
The throw over the middle taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson fights him off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 241 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under pressure, they got him again.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.